What's up, explorers, and welcome to another video. Today I am at the Booker T National Monument in Franklin County, Virginia. Now this place is where Booker T Washington was born. This is the actual plantation site where he was enslaved. If you don't know who Booker T Washington was, Booker T Washington was a prominent African American educator. He was the first principal of Tuskegee Normal and Industrial School. Later, as an advisor, author, and orator, his past would influence his philosophies, making him the most influential African American of his era. This is going to be an awesome exploration. Come on, let's go and let's learn something together. This is a representation of what would have been the plantation, but this area is the exact area, well, where Booker T was born. I'm walking into one of the barns where the chickens and roosters. There's sheep out there. This building that you're seeing right here is the corn crib. It's pretty interesting. I have no idea what that could have been used for. Maybe a water pump or something. Now this area that I am walking beside is the tobacco fields. That's where the tobacco was grown, right over in this area. As you see right here, this was a slave cabin site. This right here is the smokehouse. I think this is where they would have cured tobacco or any other plants that needed to be cured. The kitchen cabin site. This is where Booker lived. Oh, wow. So this is where Booker lived. That gives me the chills that I just said that. Like, I'm standing in Booker T Washington's place where he lived. Down here that I'm walking to is the blacksmith's cabin. This is where the blacksmith worked. This looks like the oven where all the coals were. Grinding stones. The anvil. A really old plow. We are coming up on the tobacco barn. It's one of the old wagons. As that placard just said, this jack-o'-lantern stream is the same as Washington would have seen it, and Washington also found peace within nature. That speaks volumes, as Washington was enslaved, but nature still gave him peace. That is how powerful the healing properties of nature is, people. Jack-o'-lantern branch loop, and we're gonna find out what's down here. I'll give you a little more facts about Booker T. Washington. He was born on 1856. His mother, Jane, she gave birth to him back there on the plantation. And you saw his house, the kitchen house. She was a chef of sorts, I guess you could say. And even though she worked around all the food, she was not allowed to take any food. The owners rationed food to enslaved people. So, you know, she was hungry, her kids were hungry, so she risked sneaking them chicken in the middle of the night to feed Booker T and his siblings, just so they would not have to go as hungry, which I don't blame her. I probably would have did the same thing. This right here is so relaxing. I just want to hop in the branch, but I'm not sure if that's allowed. A little box turtle. I believe we may have found a graveyard of sorts. I believe these would have been the slaves. This one has 1893. I'm heading back up the jack-o'-lantern loop trail back to the main section where the plantation was, and I came across the graveyard that I believe were slave graves because of the rocks as tombstones. They weren't properly made into tombstones. Just completed the jack-o'-lantern branch loop. I am heading back up to the car so I can get out of here, go find me some food, more than likely a veggie sandwich of sorts. This trip was worth the 2-hour drive. And I would say I love finding places like this, a mix of history, nature, all together, with the plantation trail and the jack-o'-lantern trail. My all trails is saying that I did approximately 3 miles. So this is not a bad hike, not a bad experience. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. That helps me get out there so more and more people can learn about these awesome places and experience this journey with me as well. As always, explorers, peace, love, and have a great day wherever you are.